All right, we're gonna go take a look and see what it is that my husband is up to in the yard. We still gotta set everything up here, everyone. So, hi husband.
Oh, hello.
I'm just sharing with everyone what it is that you are doing out here. Welcome in, my beautiful friends. This is Sacred Knowledge Tarot, and I am Ria. Those of you that have found this video today, it is not by coincidence. You, my friends, are meant to be here. So I'm on my porch today. It is an absolutely beautiful day, and my husband, Paul, is out on the lawn here, and he's sawing and cutting some wood there. So you might hear some noises in the background. It is a beautiful day. We've got birds out. You might hear them in the background. So I felt called to bring you a reading. And, you know, I love our home that we're in now. I feel like no matter what the weather, we've got covered spaces here where I can bring you some readings, and I'm super excited for when there's a storm, when there is snow, and I can sit here exactly in this spot and actually film readings. So I'm super excited for what is coming in for all of us. I've just been feeling a really good energy lately, everyone. So I don't know if you also have, but I'm going to pull some cards and see what this energy is. So I'm going to be using the Spiritual Meaning of Birds Oracle deck. Okay, so we're going to see, maybe you have been seeing birds recently. We've got tons. This morning I woke up and I was making some coffee, and there were 2 blue jays outside of our window. Now, before we moved to this property, I have never seen blue jays in real life. And oh my gosh, they're the most beautiful birds. But what they do at our house is they poke their beaks or bang their beaks into our fence. So I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what they're supposed to be doing here. You're supposed to be keeping that fence intact, not breaking it apart. So the first card that is coming up for the collective today is the cowbird. Look at that. Have any of you seen cowbirds in your life recently? And if you haven't, you're seeing them now on your screen. So relationships, acknowledgement, redefinition. These are the keywords here. This is the energy that these birds are bringing into our lives, everyone. So the spotlight is going to be on our relationships, acknowledging the ones that we have, and really putting energy into the ones that are important for us. So yes, relationships. So I feel some of you may be in an experience right now where you need some guidance, clarity, reassurance around a relationship, or maybe even a connection that you have in your life. So this is what the message is coming through here, is our relationships. And next we have thrush. Have any of you seen thrush birds? So the message these birds are bringing is voice, commitment, and cleverness. So here I feel that perhaps there is a relationship in your life that may need communication, also some more commitment. And perhaps there's the energy of cleverness there. I'm getting something hidden, something unspoken, or, you know, it feels like someone's keeping something from you, or you are keeping something from someone else. So here I feel there are words that do need to be spoken in this relationship, and open communication is going to be key here. So perhaps there's some sort of disagreement, an exchanging of words, or a difference of opinion here. And maybe the air needs to be cleared here. And I'm seeing something to do with this communication. Now, I don't know if this is a spouse for you. Maybe this has to do with a friend, a family member, or someone else. But I'm getting some sort of miscommunication or words that were left unsaid that might be creating some sort of friction or, you know, unstable ground. So Spirit is encouraging you to voice your truth, to voice your love here, and to speak up. And sometimes it's hard to speak up, or someone isn't listening. I feel that, you know, even having a third party to sit down, like a mediator or someone like that. What is this that I'm picking up on? Is there, like, maybe there's a third party here at play. So next we're getting swift, movement, travel, hearth, and home. So I'm seeing some energy that is coming in and out of your life. So whoever this person is, where there may be miscommunication or needs to be more communication, is with someone that is moving around a lot. Their energy is here, then it's there, Maybe it doesn't feel fully present. What I'm getting here is someone that maybe grew apart. And maybe it has to do with travel. Maybe the person travels a lot. The words are not, I'm getting almost like an energy that feels like a language barrier. This is what I'm getting here is a language barrier. This could be a spiritual language barrier or an actual language barrier, but your communication style is different. So ultimately what Spirit is encouraging some of you to do is to find a way to communicate. And I'm not saying that you are meant to do all the work here, because there's equal balance. If there's energy that you're putting out there, it's not being heard, it is not being reciprocated, or it is not being respected or in alignment with how you desire to feel in communication or in a relationship, then maybe it's time to not put the energy into that. Maybe it's time to think about other options, other ways, or, external help or support, right? So this is what I'm seeing here. I don't know if any of you are traveling recently, but this energy here is, feeling like going a long distance or a long way. Maybe this is a long distant romance, a situation where you're looking for some clarity or guidance around your relationship with someone. And maybe it's going through a difficult time right now, or you're at a distance, or you're taking a break from one another. I'm seeing that this energy, the distance grows the heart more fonder. I think that is what the saying is. And I feel sometimes we need distance. Sometimes we need time apart to clear our mind. And maybe this is something that you're meant to do, is just kind of pull away from the situation. If you've already communicated and, you're just finding that it's difficult, hand it over to the universe. Hand it over to Spirit. That is what I usually do. So anytime I have any kind of difficulties, I've tried my best, things are still working out, or, sometimes we want them to work out in our favor or in the way we desire, but not in the way that is best for everyone. The situation, the way it's balancing out for you right now is through law of balance. This is going to play out for everyone's highest good. And sometimes that happens in ways that maybe we might not understand or like, and that is okay, right? But know that whatever happens here, like there's something here moving away from each other. I feel distance and time is important. And from there, you are going to receive your answers. And I'm going to pull another card here. We are 7 minutes in, and I feel the number 7 is coming in. There's something spiritual happening here. This has to do with your spiritual growth. This also has to do with today's collective, everyone that's here, your evolution. This is you elevating and moving on to the next level in your spiritual journey. So everything that is happening right now, any kind of hardships, any kind of challenges, miscommunications, any kind of butting heads in a relationship, there's a reason and a purpose for that. So right now we're getting the swan coming through. So, again, you might be seeing a swan somewhere. And look at these beautiful yellow flowers that are standing out for me. These are absolutely gorgeous. We've actually got a few of these kinds of flowers. I don't know what they're called yet. If you know, you can share with me in the comment section below, but we've got these flowers in our garden out there. So transformation, dreams, and illusions. So my friends, there is a major transformation that is happening. We got plural transformation. So you and the other person are both going through transformations. Now, I do have the energy of light and dark coming in, which is dreams and illusions. So illusions are dissolving, they're melting, and dreams are beginning to rise. Some of you are in alignment with a higher energy, a higher experience, where relationships sometimes have an expiry date. Sometimes we outgrow them, we fall out of love, or they just change. We change, they change. Lots of ways that relationships can change and shift. You are going through a relationship shift with someone in your life. And Spirit wants you to know that it's not personal, even though, sometimes situations play out in ways that are unfair, and they don't feel like they're not personal. They feel very personal. But whatever's happening is a part of your transformation, and it's a part of your life's evolution. It is a part of your soul's evolution. There's something here that you are learning through the process of whatever it is that you're going through. And I feel staying calm, being at peace with yourself and whatever is going on. Sometimes we just have to acknowledge that, okay, you know what? This is what's happening to me right now in this relationship. And I'm going to show up in it the best as I possibly can and not, allow anything to, interfere with your peace. Sometimes these things happen. Even I've had situations where someone has been trying to interfere with my peace. I'm able to pick up on patterns. I'm getting a pattern here that is playing out, something that is being reflected to you right now. So this is something Spirit wants you to be aware of. If there is a specific person and a pattern that is forming with whatever is unfolding here, that is some guidance coming in for some of you. And I feel whatever this information is, it is poking at you. It is something that is very clear, and it is something that you are already noticing and seeing and feeling and sensing. Listen to your intuition and your inner knowing here, my friends, because that is really going to guide you here. Also, I'm seeing that you are receiving messages by birds. I don't know if you've been seeing a specific bird. For me, it's been a blue jay. I've also actually seen magpies. So I've never seen them in real life until I moved to this property, and the sun's moving here. So I might have to change where I'm sitting, or I might close this message out early. So yeah, this is the energy. So dreams are coming forth. Illusions are fading. I also feel that the masks are coming off as well. There's a lot of truth that is being revealed to you right now, and they want you to trust in whatever is unfolding. Trust yourself, be at peace, and always show up in the energy of love. Love is the way here, my friends. Okay, when we vibrate and move through the energy of love and emit that out in the world, I'm telling you, it just does something so beautiful for us. And next we have the swallow. Okay, so hope, rapidity, hearth, and home. They want you to have hope here, my friends. Okay, so things are going to happen rapidly. I do feel there is a major transformation, big change, big shift, relationship dynamic that is changing here. Okay, so they want you to be at home, at peace within your own energy. If you're feeling unstable or feel that things are too much, they want you to lean on support. But they also want you to bring peace to your mind and your heart. This is what I'm seeing here. Peace to your mind and your heart. Everything is working for your highest good here. And Spirit is blessing you at this time. Sometimes situations unfold in ways that we don't expect or we don't desire. Right? It feels like a real tough time. It feels like we're going through some sort of a test. Why is this happening to me? There's moments that some of you have already gone through that feel similar to what you're going through right now. So again, the pattern is coming up. There's something here Spirit is revealing to you. And I feel that, if there's some sort of a loop or a pattern that you're caught in, they're bringing this to your awareness so that way you can see it and then make a decision from there what you want to do with it around a solution or some sort of something else. Okay, so that's a wasp. That does not look like a really nice wasp. It looks like a wasp that wants to start some beef with me. And it's just like this energy here where maybe there is an energy flying around like a wasp trying to sting you in some way. And this is where you don't react to it, right? I feel sometimes we have energies like right now, nature seems to be testing me with this wasp. And it's like, you know what? We moved into nature. I made this decision. So I need to get over my fear of wasps. Okay, so yeah. Fear is definitely coming through, and there's an exchange I feel that is happening here between you and Spirit. Spirit is going to be communicating to you through the birds. Pay attention to some of the birds that are coming up in your dreams. And because we have bells that I can hear in the distance here, I feel that, they're ringing bells. They're bringing something to your attention. There's something that you're picking up on, especially those of you spiritually in tune. You're going to pick up on your intuition, your senses here. There's something that Spirit is really wanting you to see in your current situation. and know that everything again is happening for your highest good. You know, what I'm getting here is some of you may be going through a relationship change, maybe with a romantic partner, a spouse, someone who's been in your life for a little while, where there's a really strong bond, but not so much. It's almost like the relationship dynamics are changing. Either you are changing or they are changing. And, you know, for some of you, this could be a family member, right? It might not be a romantic relationship, but it feels like it's someone that is close, that you've opened up to, that you trusted, and either the relationship is evolving or it is, you know, changing and fading away. Some of your relationships are turning into dreams. Others, there are illusions and energies that are fading away or dissolving, so that way you can be free to live your dreams in the way that you desire. So this is what I'm getting here through the cards. And Spirit wants you to know that they're always with you, my friends. They're always there guiding us. You know, whatever guidance, whatever information or reassurance that you need, Spirit is always giving it to us. And it usually comes from within us. It's not external to us. How I see things externally is usually through signs and things around me, but I can usually feel it first, right? So feel into what it is, listen to your intuition, that inner knowing. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it goes against what we believe and we're like, why am I feeling this way? And why is it happening like this? Trust what it is your inner knowing is sharing with you. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.
I am building some...
Oh, I see what you're doing. Solar risers.
Yeah, so they're going to be risers to be able to attach those solar panels over there.
Let's take a look at those solar panels. Whoa, the sun is
I know.
super bright. There they are, solar panels.
So those solar panels will go on these risers that'll have little notches, so if they don't move around, but you can put them at different angles.
Yeah.
And it's so that I can move all 4 of them around as one unit instead of having to constantly adjust single units that have cabling. And it's going to save time, especially in the winter when you don't want to be outside as long.
Awesome. There you have it. All right. Thank you everyone for being here. And until the next time. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.